2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. Two Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. Calling secure on 80 metres and looking for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres and looking for any stations. QRZ. 2E1HJW 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey calling secure on calling secure on 80 metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on any metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey calling secure on 80 metres and listening for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey calling secure on 80 metres. 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1HJW calling secure on 80 metres. QRZ. Oh, I've got a station in the background. Come back with your call sign again, mate. Oh, you're right in my noise, fella. Right in my noise. Go again, just with a prefix, yeah. No, Nah, sorry mate, nothing copied. I've got a bit of noise on the band and it's up and down. So maybe have a listen later, and if you can get in, give us a shout, yeah? 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW, call in CQ CQDX or any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. Hello Alex. Yeah. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. Can you hear me alright, Alex? 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW, call in CQDX 2E1 HJW, call in CQDX for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQDX, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. Quiet tonight. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ. No Alex, it's fine. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. 2E1 HJW, call in CQ for any stations. QRZ.
Mike 6 Juliet November Zulu.
Mike 6 Juliet November Zulu, was that?
That's correct, over. Name is Steve, location's Catterick, over.
Oh sorry mate, I've said your call sign correct and then I completely forgot. Was it Mike 6?
Mexico 6 Juliet November Zulu, over.
Hello mate, how you getting on? Oh, thanks for the call anyway, Steve, no worries mate. You got Lee this end, operators Lee, Lima Echo Echo. just 10 miles south of Stansted Airport in Harlow in Essex. I don't know whether you know it. I've also got an ICOM 7300. I've got you up in the old QRZ here, mate. Also got a ICOM 7300. Running a dipole about 50 watts tonight. I wonder how I'm getting over to you. A good signal to me. I'll give you a signal report on your next over, Steve. Not a problem, mate. From 2E1HJW, back to you.
Yeah, Roger, Mike 6, Juliet November Zulu returning. Yeah, you're about a 5859, sometimes over 9, but the signal's up and down a little bit. Little bit of QRM, but otherwise not too bad at all. Yeah, we're going to come with PS990 here into a dipole, which is about 16 metres high, going from east to west. And the ability 10 watts, unfortunately. But that might change later on once I do my next course, my next exam, should I say. So all good there, Pete. All good there, Lee. Yeah, I'm located in Catterick in North Yorkshire, just off the A1 area of between Richmond and Darlington area. Over.
2E1HJW returning. Yeah, you're 585, exactly the same, mate. Really, to be fair. So whatever you're doing well. I'm live on my Radio DX on YouTube as well. If you want to listen back to your QSO with me. And that'd be fantastic, mate. So yeah, no worries. I'll carry on putting calls out, but thanks for coming back, Steve. You're the first one on the live tonight. I spoke to a fella just before. I'd put a couple of calls out to get warmed up. I've not been on the radio for about a month now, so I thought I'd best do a live, get something on the YouTube channel and all that. So I've checked all my antennas out and that today, starting a new job and stuff, and now I find myself in isolation for 10 days, so I thought I'd jump back on the radio. But thanks for giving us a call, and you're more than welcome to hang about and stuff if anyone calls in, or give us another call in later if there's someone that you want to get to, then that's all good, mate. But for now, from me, 2E1HJW 73s, mate.
Yeah, Roger there, Lee. Okay, I understood that. Yeah, can you just give me a call sign slowly so I can write it down so I don't get it wrong, over?
Yeah, that's a Roger, mate. It's 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, Hotel Japan Whiskey.
Yeah, Roger Lee, yeah, copy that now, mate, no problem at all. You just gone up to 9+10 now, actually, your signal. So there is a bit of fading going on the band on it as well. But I don't know if you've been on 20 metres yet, it's chaotic. They're all coming up from Brazil and stuff like that, so that's quite interesting. No chance of getting back to them because there's big pile-ups, but interesting to listen to. Okay, Lee, let you crack on, mate. Catch you later. Take care. Stay safe, mate.
Yeah, and to you, Steve. No, I've not. To be fair, I usually just sit on 80 metres, but I might pop up there in a bit or something. Just warming up to it. I'm stronger on 80 than I am most other bands. But in saying that, I went to the Netherlands on 40 in that today, which weren't too bad. But back to you, Steve, and I'll catch you later on, mate. 73s.
Yeah, alright, mate. 73s. Take care. Stay safe.
And you, mate. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. Listening for any calls, QRZ? 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, listening for any calls, QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, listening for any calls, QRZ. 2E1HJW, calling CQ, 2E1HJW, calling CQ, 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any calls, QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, calling CQ for any calls. 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any calls. 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any calls. QRZ. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any calls. 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any calls. 2E1HJW, calling CQ for any calls. QRZ.
Yeah, 2 Echo 0 Alpha Golf.
2 Echo Zero. Oh, you're getting me in the muddle then. 2 Echo Zero Alpha Alpha Golf. How you doing, my friend? You got Lee this end. I'm sure you know that. From Harlow in Essex. I don't know where you're, Worcestershire. So nice to meet you, Andy. And how you getting on tonight, mate? From 2E1HJW.
Yeah, I was okay. Hang on a minute, the tuner. Yeah, hello? Hello. Yeah, it's alright. Basically, I've just put a new antenna up. Can you hear me? I think you can. I've just put a ZS6 KLB or something like that. And quite pleased that it's working on 80 metres with a tuner, my friend. QSL.
Yeah, that's Roger, all understood, Andy. Not a problem, mate. You're 5 and 9 plus 10 into me in Harlow in Essex. I don't know what my signal is to you. I'm running a dipole this end on a 7300. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, well, I'm using the ICOM 7100. Yeah, that's it. No, not ICOM 7. Yeah, it is ICOM 7100, and it's a dipole. You may have seen it on YouTube or whatever, but it's like a revived sort of G5RV antenna, but slightly longer, and it's got like a ladder line, 39 feet 1 inches long, supposed to act as some sort of matching device, and the actual length of the dipole is about 90 foot there, Lee.
Oh, that's a Roger. Yeah, no, I had someone else using my first QSO tonight. I forget the fella's name now, but he had a G6 RV. I'm not familiar with the G6s, G5s. I'm a bit old school. I just get 2 bits of wire, solder them to a bit of coax, cut them to length, and hey presto, there's a dipole. So at the moment, I'm on a homemade dipole on a couple of bits of speaker wire. My ASL was about 360 ASL, running 50 watts out of an ICOM 7300. I don't do too bad on 80 metres. That's all my. I've got a dipole for 20, a dipole for 40, and a dipole for 80. Just homemade stuff. You can check them out. I've got at the moment I'm live. You're live at the minute on my Radio DX on YouTube, so you can always look on there. I've got a video of how I've made them and stuff, and they work a treat, and they don't cost much money at all, mate. But no, it's all good. So tell me a bit more about your antenna. So is that a doublet then, or am I completely wrong there? Back to you from 2E1HJW.
Yeah, it's 2 Echo Zero Alpha Golf for tuning. Basically, I did have a doublet. I had a doublet antenna, and I've got a new shack down the garden, and I was having terrible trouble with impedance and I couldn't even get the matches to work. I tried 110 foot doublet, 103 foot doublet, and for whatever reason, I mean, I put a nice earthen bar all the way around, going to ground. That stopped some of the. Well, it did stop the RF burn on the back of the microphone. I was getting sort of like heat coming through, and I was thinking, oh, gee. Anyway, I managed to sort that out. And but I just couldn't get it to tune pretty much. It was lucky if it tuned on 40, and it would tune. And so basically, I did a bit of as well. But and I made the other one the doublet, but I just think it was the way everything was pronounced. It didn't like the bends in the guard. The Z, and absolutely chucked to bits with it. The fact I'm able to sort of 80 metres of the tuner is another bonus, but it's 40 metres, 18 metres, is it? I don't know. But anyway, or 30 metres, but yeah, 30 metres, sorry. So yeah, it's all good, all singing, all dancing, and you're actually one of the first people I've used on it. I've only actually got it finished today, so I'm a bit sort of excited. And when I only came in here briefly into this little shack I've got down the garden, and I just thought, well, I'll have a little listen, and heard you coming through really strong. By the way, you're 20 dB over here, Super Radio 5. No trouble at all into Worcester, my friend. What is it? 2 Hotel JW or something, or 21HJW, is that right? And 2 Echo Zero Alpha Golf.
Yeah, it does confuse people, mate, don't worry. So my call is 2 Echo 1, 2E1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey, 2E1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. Yeah, you're also 20 over to me, mate, so whatever you're doing, it's working, fella. How high is that antenna? Just I don't know if you said that. I was just mucking about. But how high roughly have you got it? Back to you, Andy.
Well, I will say the tuners haven't. Hang on, I'm going to tune it again. Yeah, as you can. Sorry about this. Yeah, the tuners are making it too much, to be honest. So it's on the verge of not working. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, that's a Roger. I've got you, mate. Oh, I don't know. Are you still there, Andy?
Yeah, sorry about that. Basically, the antenna's a little bit, well, it is very too short. I mean, it's obviously having a bit of a few technical problems with the AT200 Pro, and struggling to tune it. But the fact it's quite high. It's because it has a line coming down so it doesn't touch the floor, and the ladder line is 39 feet 1 inch long with a 1.1 current balance, and then I've got about 30 odd foot of coax coming into the shaft there, Lee.
Oh, that's a Roger, mate. No worries. I've got a few technical difficulties here. If anyone's listening on the old YouTube and that, it's not having. It's playing silly buggers with YouTube tonight. I've not done it for a while, so I'll have to have a muck about. I think it's just my internet cutting in and out, but oh well. It is what it is, mate. But you're making the trip to me anyway, Andy. 100%, mate. You're making the trip to me. Not a problem at all, fella.
Yeah, okay then. 2 Echo 1 Hotel Juliet Double Whiskey. 2 Echo 0 Alpha Golf. Yeah. How long have you been licensed there, Lee? Because I've been licensed since about 2016, but I've had a bit of a quiet spell for quite a bit of time. And now I've got this shack down the garden. I'm hoping to get more of a more local on the radio, my friend. QSL.
Yeah, that's a Roger, mate. I took my call sign. I took my license back in 1998, the summer of 1998, and a 2E1 call was then a foundation call. And I had about 15, 16 years off the radio. I've been back on for about 3 years now, and I was upgraded to an intermediate, or all the licenses, the 2E licenses were upgraded to an intermediate, so I have an intermediate call. So I've only sat a foundation exam back 20 years ago, but I've been in and around radio all my life. My granddad was a G3, so yeah, I've been about for a long time, mate, on the old radio, bits and bobs on the 11 metres and stuff. But so how long ago did you say you took your call?
2016, about 2016. Couldn't tell you the month exactly. Basically, I did the standard course in Worcester, and then basically about 8 weeks later, I did the intermediate, the 2 Echo 0. So, you know, I was just over the moon to get the first part, and then one of the guys in the group that was doing the test said, "Oh, what about, you know, getting the intermediate?" And I thought, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'll have a go. And he said, "Oh, we can fit you in 8 weeks' time." I said, "Oh, can you make that myself as well?" And, you know, I suppose I probably wouldn't have I was sort of more or less happy just to have the M6 at the time. But I thought, well, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained, let's go for it. So, hence I got the 2 Echo 0. So, yeah, chuffed a bit. Like, you know, it makes all the difference, 10 watts or 50 watts. And, yeah, so, yeah, I mean, this antenna, I mean, as I say, I'm listening on 80 metres before I heard you, and I'm hearing stations, I don't know where they are, but they're obviously abroad somewhere. So, but I do live on I mean, even though Worcester's relatively low down, I'm about 110 feet above sea level for the River Severn. I'm right on the edge of a hill, and the land drops off right quick. So my back garden looks over roofs. So the antenna is probably thinking it's a lot higher than it is. It's currently from my ground level in the garden about 41 foot up, just to get the ladder line off the ground. But it's actually tricked into thinking that it's probably a lot higher. It probably thinks going off in one direction, it probably thinks it's 100 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that's a Roger, mate. Yeah, funny things do happen like that. But whatever you're doing, it's working over to me anyway, mate. So you're crashing into this side of the country. Really good signal, really good audio. What radio was you using? An ICOM, did you say?
Yeah, it's the ICOM 100, ICOM 7100, sorry. It's only a little radio, but what I've got actually, because I normally have it in the van, I've got a T4 camper van, and go off with the lads and, you know, there's a bit of a community on the T4 and the T5, you know, like camper jam and various different things. But basically, I mean, I was into 11 metres TV, and to be honest, I still use it occasionally. But this microphone I'm using is an Astatic Static 575, yeah, that's it, an Astatic 575 teardrop microphone from the CB days, and I've had great reports on 11 metres, and I bought the conversion kit for this particular radio to, because obviously, well not obviously, but on the back of these radios you've got like a telephone pushing part, if you know what I mean. So basically I bought on eBay just a little tiny, I don't know, it's about 8 inches long, with a conversion to plug it into the Astatic 575 LE.
Yeah, that's a Roger, mate. Yeah, I'll get about on the 11 metres. I'm a part of a G8 AMC. If you check me out on YouTube, that might be up your street. There's about 50 members now. It's an all-inclusive radio group, so it doesn't matter whether you're licensed or not licensed. A lot of us are amateurs, but there's also just 11 metre operators on there, and there's no looking down on anyone. Everyone's on the same pegging order. We're all radio operators, so that might be up your street. I also do a podcast as well. But the old static teardrops, mate, yeah, I remember having one of them on a Cobra rack in the day. Absolutely lovely. Your audio is lovely. So the 7300 ICOM or the 7100, is that the small mobile unit with a little colour screen, is that right?
No, this is still playing at this tuner. It's the one that looks, what can I say? It looks like an alarm clock. Some people either love the shape of it or they hate the shape of it. But I mean, I paid just over just under £1,000 for it. I did, and they seem to be fetching nearly that second hand, so they're obviously quite popular. Yeah, so it's just the ICOM 7100. It's just a little tiny. It's the one that ripped screen. Which I think was the ICOM 7000 or something like that. I'm not too sure. But it's just got a plain coloured screen, not coloured, sorry, grey screen. But it looks like a bit of an alarm clock, if you know what I mean. You may have seen it on some sort of internet or something.
Oh yeah, Roger, I've seen it. I've just got it up, to be fair to you. So it's got the face-off, isn't it? It's the face-off one, I believe. I'm just looking at them now. Yeah, I know what one you're on about. Yeah, I think to be fair, you can't go wrong with an ICOM radio. Your audio sounds really good anyway, Andy. Really, really nice. I've not long had this ICOM. Well, I say that now. I've probably